Smart people study more, work harder, follow every rule, yet somehow they are getting poorer every year. This video is not motivation. This is the uncomfortable truth about why intelligence alone is no longer enough to survive in 2026. For the first time in modern history, smart people are doing everything right and still falling behind. They have degrees, skills, stable jobs, yet savings are shrinking, stress is rising, and freedom feels impossible. This is not a personal failure, it is a system problem. Smart people were told one thing: get a good degree and life will be secure. But degrees became common. When everyone has them, they stopped being valuable. Education increased, income didn't. The result? Highly educated people competing for average pay. Salaries grow slowly, prices do not. Rent, food, healthcare, education. Inflation silently steals purchasing power. You earn more numbers, but buy less life. This is why smart people feel stuck even after promotions. Smart people believe in hard work. They trade time for money. But time is limited. The system rewards leverage, not effort. That's why the hardest workers are often the most exhausted, not the richest. Tip 1. Stop selling only time. If your income depends only on hours worked, your growth will always be limited. Smart people must ask a new question. How can 1 hour of my effort create value multiple times? Skills that scale. Writing, teaching, designing, coding, consulting, creating digital assets. You don't need to quit your job. You need something that works even when you're not working. Tip 2. Think like an owner, even as an employee. Most smart people think like workers, even in high-paying jobs. Start thinking like this instead. Who owns this system? How does money flow here? Where is leverage created? You don't need to own a company tomorrow, but you must train your mind to see ownership opportunities. Tip 3. Build rare plus valuable skills, not just certificates. Certificates impress HR. Skills impress the market. The system rewards problem solvers, communicators, builders, people who reduce cost or increase revenue. One rare skill beats 10 average qualifications. Tip 4. Use the system, don't fight it. The system is not evil. It simply rewards outcomes, not effort. Instead of saying, the system is unfair, ask, what does this system reward and how can I align with it? People who understand rules can bend outcomes legally and ethically. Tip 5. Small risks, big dreams. You don't need massive risk. Smart move. Low risk experiments, side projects, skill-based freelancing, content creation, digital products. The goal is not quick money, the goal is optionality. Tip 6. Measure freedom, not status. Smart people chase titles, promotions, validation. But wealth is about control over time, ability to say no, low stress plus high options. If a job pays well but traps your time completely, it's expensive, not successful. Transition line. Very important. The system doesn't hate smart people. It simply doesn't reward outdated strategies anymore. Intelligence was never the problem. The problem was believing that intelligence alone was enough. The system changed quietly. The rules we power. In 2026, time is not money. Attention is money. Ownership is money. Systems are money. Smart people sell hours. Wealthy systems sell scale. That gap keeps growing. Smart people avoid risk. They choose safety, predictability, approval, but safety now pays the least. The system punishes caution and rewards ownership. Playing safe has become the riskiest move. Smart people follow rules perfectly. Rich systems are built by people who question rules. Schools train obedience. Jobs reward compliance. But wealth grows where systems are owned, not followed. This is why smart people feel tired, not because they are lazy, but because they are playing an outdated game with updated rules. Intelligence was never the problem. The problem was playing a game whose rules quietly changed. Some people noticed, most didn't. So before this video ends, ask yourself one thing. Are you building leverage or are you still selling time? Comment below. Which side are you on?